What's up, fam? My name is Kiahonfire, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today I'm doing you a video on where to get demon blood, what's the best source, and what are all the sources you can get this special liquid from. A few essential tools you're actually going to need. Picks are recommended, hatchets are recommended, and the pickaxe. And sometimes for some things it actually requires a steel cleaver, I found, which is kind of bizarre in some ways, but there's some of the items that you might need. Just a little heads up, some of these actual tools work better on other things for demon blood, such as I found the undead hyenas. The cleaver usually works the best out of all of them. However, if you're going for corrupted dinos, that's the one with the glowing eyes, the hatchet seems to be the best one to farm things out of. So, you might need to test it. We'll do a little bit of testing in this video towards the end. But I'm just going to show you a few, and let's get some demon blood. So the best way to get demon blood in the game currently is from actually killing the giant snake boss, which can be found in the arena entrance or in the undead city by the Triumphant Citadel. So this one right here, if you go in through the purple door, there is a snake in the back of that room that you can kill. Or the much easier option, the arena entrance. You can actually lure the snake all the way to this little lump here, and it usually cannot actually get down from here, so you can just easily pick it off with a bow. So that is a really good way to get the blood, and just for an example, you can see it actually coming in here. That's the snake I'm talking about. So this really huge, really scary looking one right here. You can kill this one, farm it with your tool of choice, and then, we can get all the blood we like out of it. So you can already see this is giving me a heck of a lot of material here, both in serpent venom gland and blood. It is giving me a very, very nice amount. This time gave me 87 demon blood just for one. So yes, you don't even have to really get hit by this actual snake here. You can get its keys for legendary chests, and you can lure it with bow and arrow all the way to the entrance there and just pick it off with your bow. So that one's a really good one to kill for demon blood as well, and you've already seen my map example, so let's move on to the next one. If snakes aren't your thing, then the next best thing you can go for is actually the black Yeti, which can be found on the peaks of the snowy mountains. There is one here that spawns with a big living mountain guy, but if we were to kill him and harvest him out, he will give us a really nice decent amount of demon blood. Do beware though, this guy can be really, really tricky with his stomp attacks, which will send you flying onto the ground, and that won't be a good situation, but it will give you about 68 demon blood with whatever tool you use. It can be a little bit more with some other tools. With the hatchet it gave me 65, so there you go, that gives you a nice amount of demon blood throughout this guy as well. And this location can be found on my player marker right here on the map. He will always actually spawn in this location here, so it's a good one to farm out. My next recommendation down from that is any of the corrupted versions of animals of this type. So Black Kappa, Monstrous Sabertooth, the mini boss for the rock nose with glowing eyes. You can have the corrupted crocodile and corrupted hyena as well. And then even over there you have the corrupted wolf. Now all of these spawns can spawn on the original spawns of where these originals actually spawn from. So for example, the corrupted hyena can spawn on any of the spots the actual normal hyena spawn on. And then for another example, if you want sabertooths, for that example, wherever sabertooths spawn, there is a chance for the actual monstrous sabertooth to spawn as well, and so on. You get the gist. But these guys give a hell of a lot of demon blood. They are very good to farm out, particularly if you get one of the lower classes and your lower level, such as the crocodile or the hyena. You can farm a nice amount of blood out of these two with no problem, because they don't have as much health as the other ones. The sabertooth, however, does have a heck of a lot of HP, so this one is more dangerous to go for. As you can see, it just eliminated those guys immediately. But this one is a really good dropper as well, especially this guy. But again, it's going to really hurt when you go for him. But he gives a lot of demon blood anyway, so the corrupted versions of the creatures are really good to farm out for blood and other prizes and stuff. So this one gave me 56 this time. And then you're going to notice a trend. If I go and farm anything else out, we're going to farm this hyena. It's given me about Just keeps going. Oh my goodness. It's giving me 29 for the hyena. Then we go for the crocodile. It's going to give us quite a lot too, which is really nice. And you can see it's giving me other stuff as well, like silverstone, goldstone, etc. That one's given me 54, so almost as much as the saber-tooth. So you get the kind of gist here. Those kind of corrupted creatures are going to give you a heck of a lot of demon blood. So hyena, rock-nosed wolf, black kappa, which actually kind of looks more red, but that's what it's called. Even the infected shoebill can give a nice amount, and of course you have the rock nose over here, which gives us slightly a bit less, but it does give a lot still, I would say. So that would be my third kind of move on suggestion. You can find these guys everywhere, so you know it's always worth keeping an eye out for them. That, and they can drop things such as special potions. They can drop shade blooms, so you can make shade spice meat. They can also drop things like repair kits, etc. So they are actually worth looking for and, you know, farming if you do find one. This also comes in tiger form, just so you know. Then my next culprit here would actually be, funny enough, a lion. Lions, surprisingly, do give demon blood. And they can be pretty good for it. I'm very sorry about the sandstorm going on right now, but this is what we're going to deal with. So here we go. Next one is the lion. It's giving us a decent amount. Gave me 15 this time. Earlier with the hatchet I used on it, it gave me roughly about 22. So it can vary between those amounts. But pretty much, that was some nice demon blood there from the lion that you can also get. Now we're going to go on to the test segment of the video, which you actually might find really, really interesting. So do stay along and listen. There are many creatures you can get demon blood from, but this one is going to be a test to see which one is the best that you get it from. So it's stated here that you can get demon blood from all of these things. So albino bat demon, black child of jail, black kappa, black yeti, child of jail, corrupted crocodile, corrupted grey ape, corrupted hyena, corrupted rocknose, corrupted wolf, demon spider, dragon hatchling, exploding imp, giant snake, giant spider, green dragon, imp, infected shoebill, lion, living magma, living mountain, monstrous sabertooth, rock slide, sand beast, skeleton serpentman, normal snake, king beneath, the red mother, undead dragon, undead hyena, undead kappa, white dragon, and yeti. So that is what is stated. That will drop demon blood on the game's Wikipedia. However, we're going to test how true that is and how much we get out of each of these subjects. And the item we will be using to farm from these guys is actually going to be a simple steel hatchet. So here's our first one, the bat. We'll just kill that off. Hatchet it. That one alone gave us one albino bat demon blood with the steel hatchet. Moving on to bat demons. Oop, we got rid of our wall by accident. Here we go, let's get rid of him, farm him up. With the steel hatchet he gave us none this time round, which is kind of sad, so it's one of those ones with a chance. However, we are only doing a test on them one at a time, so we will go for 0 this time. Now on to the black child of jail, so this one is a mini boss. We'll get rid of that one. Farm that up with a hatchet. That also gave us 1. Moving on to the black kappa, which is the glowing eyes mini boss. Kill that, farm it. Well, that's a good sign there. We're getting a nice amount of demon blood through this. He's given us 28. Then on to the black yeti. There we go, we'll kill that off. Then we'll farm that with our hatchet again. Well, that's a nice amount of demon blood there, you can see. However, this one is actually counted as a boss, so it might be a little bit more tricky. But this guy gave us 65. Moving on to wildlife, children of jail. We'll kill that one. Farm it out. Again, that's given us nothing with our steel hatchet, so that will be marked as 0. Our next will be the corrupted crocodile. It looks exactly like this. I'm seeing this pen is not going to last us very long, but we'll kill it anyway. There we go, with some demon blood coming in. It's very nice. Farm all of that up. It's lasting us quite a while, which is really, really dandy. There we go. That is 57 demon blood for our corrupted crocodile. Move on to our corrupt grey ape. So we get rid of that one. There we go. Farm him up. See, we're getting a nice amount through this guy actually. All the corrupted creatures are really nice for Demon Blood. It's given us 54, and we can also grind down his head for additional. So there we go, 54. Here we go, we have our corrupted hyena now that we can go and test out. Farm that one up now. See how much blood we get out of this little guy. Probably one of the easier hyena corrupt ones to actually farm from. So this one gave us 27. Onto our rock nose mini. There we go. Glowing eyes again. We'll farm this out with the same hatchet, giving us quite a nice amount of demon blood there. A decent amount. That's 23. We have our wolf mini boss. Corrupted wolf. Get rid of that one. You can see he's given us 27 and some additional nice goodies in there. Next we have our demon spider, one of the bosses of the game. Oh my god, that was a horrific noise. Let's farm him out with the hatchet, see if we get anything out of him. And nope, he's given us none demon blood this time, so we're going to mark him down as 0 as well. Also going to do the dragon hatchlings. So this is the snow, the green and the red. So this is the snow one here. Farm this one out. Given us 3 for the snowy one. Then we'll move on to the green one over here. That one also gave us 3. And then on to our final one over here. Farm this little guy up. It's given us roughly about 6, so I'm going to mark them between 3 to 6 as a whole for their class, so 3 to 6 demon blood on a dragon hatchling. Next we're moving on to an explosive imp, so one of these little guys here. There we go. Check for this guy. He hasn't actually given me any, so he will be marked down as 0 as well for the hatchet. And next on to the giant snake, so this is one of the actual big bosses here, which I know can give a lot of blood, so this is a good one as well. And you can get it in several different locations for this actual boss, which is very handy. We'll just farm this guy up here. Go, very nice satisfactory amount. That is 86. Moving on to the giant spider. This is apparently also a demon blood dropper. There we go. You can see we've got a little bit out there already, which is really nice. Very disgusting, by the way, this is, but... And that one's given us about 9 blood, so we'll put that down. Now we have the green dragon. This is also a way to get some of it, so we get rid of him. Farm him out with the hatchet, see what we get. Not got any yet. There we go, and no for that. However, I do know with the heads of these, you can grind these for blood, so... But at the moment, we are testing with a hatchet, so it's a 0. Then we are going with a normal imp. So we get rid of him, use our hatchet. That gave us none. Moving on to our corrupted kind of jungle bird here, so the shoebill. We'll harvest this one up. We got some demon blood already, which is good news. A little bit more out of there. Nice. And there we go. We got a total of 18 out of that one. It is also said that you can get this out of a lion, so we'll test that. There we go. Immediately we see we've got some in there. That's a decent amount. There's plenty of lions on the map as well, so this is good news. And also, look at that, it's giving us some alchemic base and a advanced weapon repair kit, which is nice. So 22 from the lion. Moving on to our rock nose, molten rock nose. You find these in the volcano. Let's get some out of this. There we go, there's a little decent amount out of there, 6, and you also got a head. Then you have the normal rock nose king. There we go, living mountain. Let's farm him out for whatever we get. We have got 13 this time. Then we have essentially the corrupted saber-tooth, but it's called just a wildlife mini boss one. Here we go, we can farm that for some blood. It's actually giving us a really good amount, but again, these are going to really hurt because they're a saber-tooth with extra strength, so that's 55. Onto our rock slide, aka the actual boss rock when he comes down from space anyway. We'll farm him up, see how much we get out of him. At the moment there's none there, just keys, iron and crystal with the hatchet. Still none, that's going to be a 0 for our big king rock nose. Then we have the sandstorm beast. These guys are quite nasty too, but we'll kill them off. There we go, we got some demon blood already. And it's going to be a 1 for our friend here. We'll try another one, see if that one works. That's not bugged out. Yep, here we go. We've got a little bit of blood out of that one. So we mark that down as 2. And then next we have the snake, which consists of jungle and desert according to them on the wiki. So we'll kill these off and test them for their blood source. We'll start with this one. So the jungle snake, this one is. That one has a drop of 1 in it, so that's 1 blood. And then the actual desert snake, which is very, very common. We can farm that on out, and that's also given us a 1. So that is a 1 for both of those. Next we have the King Beneath boss. So this is the Barrow King that you can find in the little entrance that you need for the roll bone. There we go, we can farm him out. Give us some blood. There's some pretty decent blood in there as well. He's not too difficult of a boss either, so that's 15. Then we have a really big one, the Red Mother Dragon. She could drop a lot of things that are pretty good. We'll farm her out with the hatchet, see if we get any of the blood we want. And that's going to be a no blood there. Then we have the other dragon boss, the skeletal one that you can find in the bottom of the pit. So to get that one, immediately we're getting some blood out of there with a hatchet, which is really good. So there we go, we ended up getting 13. Then we have the undead hyena. We're going to hit that with this one. It gave us a head but no blood. However, you can grind that head down for blood. And then the undead kappa we will harvest with the hatchet. That's given us none this time, so that will also be marked down as a 0. So here we go, the white dragon. Let's have a farm of this one, see what we get out of it. Although there was a little bit of demon blood there, which is good news. So we can get 4 out of this one. And finally the normal wildlife Yeti, so it's going to be this one right here we're doing. So we'll farm this one up, see what we get out of it. Got a Yeti carcass. Nothing blood-wise, so there we go. That's pretty much it for everything. So you can probably see up on screen, I'm now going to put the statistics of what we got out of this experiment from just the steel hatchet. Bear in mind, some of these that you farm out can be farmed better for blood with different tools, but generally it won't be a heck of a lot, depending on what it is. Now there is one that is immune from this kind of test in the reasons why, because these are actually better for demon blood with only a skinning knife. So any of the dragons, if you want the blood out of a dragon, then you will need a skinning knife. So we'll skin this one. You can already see, before she was marked down as a 0, she has now given me 8 from using the black blood skinning knife there. So there we go. Before she was 0, now she is 8. So using different tools can have a difference, as well as with the dragons you grind their head down in the fluid press and you can get demon blood out of that way.